Hi folks, it's Bud at SOPHA again, here to talk with you about how to clean your lenses. Now, fact of the matter is we're not going to take any lenses apart today. We're just going to do an external cleaning of this lens. Now today, we're going to be using Marina's 14 to 24. Now we love this lens. It weighs a ton, but honestly, because we use it so much, it comes under a lot of dust and a lot of wear and tear. So we're going to take a few moments to clean it. The first thing I'm going to do is wipe down before I even take the caps off. And I'm just using one of these microfiber cloths. Right? This is the one I always use for the external portions of a camera. I don't use this on internals. These microfiber cloths, again, are nice because you can wash them. Just don't ever run them through your dryer. They'll come out very, very small. And you can see, maybe you can see that on the camera, maybe you can't, that it's got plenty of, is that a dog nose print? I don't know. It's definitely not clean. And I look at the back and go, yeah, that needs some care too. I'm going to go ahead and clean the front of this first. Now, before I do anything, I'm going to run some air across it. And I'm just using an inexpensive blower I picked up online. You can buy the more expensive ones locally if you choose. And the reason I'm doing this is the enemy of a lens is sand, grit. Not so much dirt, not so much smudges, it's grit. Because if I use a cloth or any other sort of cleaning wipe on this and there's grit in place, then you know what? We're going to run into big problems because we could scratch the lens with sand. Short of that, it'll be just fine. All right, and now that I've done that, you know what? Let's take a second and do the back while we're here. Blow some air in that. All right, I'm going to keep the end covered that I'm not using. Now, I don't use these lens cloths anymore, not because they're bad. It's just I like them nice and clean when I'm working on a customer's lens. So I use these PEC pads, and these things are non-abrasive wipes, lint-free, ultra-soft, blah, blah, blah. And I think they're under $10 for 100 of them, which for the average photographer out there, that's like a lifetime supply. All right, and I'm going to use just a little bit of Eclipse optic cleaning fluid. This stuff is about $9 a bottle. It's 4 drops. It's about $9 a bottle, which sounds a lot, but honestly, it's pretty cheap because a little bit goes a long way. And I'm just wiping. Now, generally you want to do the edges of a lens first and then go in towards the center. That way you don't embed anything in the edge. And there we go. All right? And you're saying, you just put something wet on your lens. No. I didn't put something wet on my lens. I put something a little moist on the wipe. Don't put the liquid directly on the lens, right? It could get past the seals in the front, probably not on this high-end Pro lens. Now, the Eclipse fluid, despite being as pure as it can be, will usually leave a tiny little bit of a residue, all right? And to solve that, I just go to another wipe that doesn't have any Eclipse on it, all right? Should have pulled that out ahead of time, I guess. Huh? Pull that out. And we're going to need another one anyway. And there we go. And I wipe this down again. Now notice I'm not breathing on the lens. I'm not beating it up at all. And that's the front lens element, just like that. This thing looks, honestly, looks factory new. Just like that. Resist the urge to go on the lens. That's just not going to work. So the back is really not very complicated, right? The lens cap here is clean. Flip that over, and I'm just going to use the one I used in the front. I'm just going to use that to clean the lens mount. And often there can be that's a good repository for grime and general filth. And the back of the Nikons has a rubber seal, as it does the high-end L series Canon. So I'm going to just use the tiniest little bit of alcohol there. That's the Eclipse cleaning fluid around there to help dissolve that up. And you're going to see this come out a little bit uckish. But that'll go really well. And once in a while, because that's rubber, we'll accidentally trap some fibers there from this otherwise lint-free pad. So I might, again, only around the mount, I'm going to use the microfiber cloth to get those up. But again, that goes pretty quickly. Now, I've got a brand new pad, new PEC pad. I'm not going to recycle these, right, on the actual optics. And I already blew it off with air. Just 2-3 drops is all you need. I folded this in half because the rear optic is very small. It's very small. And I'm going to, see some dirt there. And I'm going to just get in there. Another clean piece of that, right, like that. Alrighty, and I'm just going to use one more pad. Seems excessive, but they're very inexpensive. This is about a $1,500 optic, so spending a few pennies on the disposable pads is pretty prudent, okay? And I noticed there was some dust in this cap. We'll blow that out of there. Maybe wipe that down real quick. Because again, the caps can get dirty just from being in your pocket. And there you go, folks. That's cleaning a Nikon 14-24. And hope this helped you. If you have any questions or we can help you out in any way, give us a call or an email. Thanks.